Chapter 1. Woodkid and Muntjac. Woodkid was alone deep in the great woodlands. They lay upon a flat, mossy rock, staring up at the swaying canopy above. For as far back as Woodkid could remember, they had been alone. Leaves crunched beneath Woodkid's feet as they danced through the forest, under the cover of trees, over fallen branches and wildflowers, when, suddenly, they saw a creature standing beside an old dead tree. The tree had been split right down the middle, and the creature stood beside it, staring into a deep wound in the trunk. The creature was dressed in a coat of long grasses, green and gold, and was almost hidden by the deep, dark undergrowth. Woodkid slipped behind a tree before plucking up the courage to say hello. Then, full of excitement, Woodkid spoke first. "My name is Woodkid." "I am Muntjac," the creature replied, wide-eyed and somewhat apprehensive. The two sat down and told each other stories about where they were from and what they had seen on their travels. Woodkid could only ever remember being on their own, but it seemed Muntjac had met many other creatures in his life. From then on, the two became inseparable friends. They would play in the woods, leap over fallen trees, explore new places, and run through the valley. Muntjac was often much slower than Woodkid and found it difficult to keep up, but was still always great fun to go on adventures with. One night, after a particularly busy day of finding bugs, the two friends retired to Woodkid's camp at the foot of a mighty beech tree. They talked and talked well into the night before slowly drifting off to sleep in the arms of the tree. Woodkid and Muntjac awoke to whispers in the air. Then they felt a rumbling, like the unrest of a mounting storm from deep within the earth, rising up through the roots and then the trees. As they opened their eyes, they witnessed something so spectacular. Woodkid thought they must still be dreaming. Below the branches of an oak tree, two beings emerged in the darkness of the woods, surrounded by a pale blue light. They were not fashioned like Woodkid and Muntjac. They were unlike anything they had seen before. The weavers, Muntjac gasped as he peered through the leaves. Muntjac had been told stories of the weavers of the woods, but had never before set eyes upon them. Figures bright and luminous, crowned with an eclipse of moths, moved across the earth like wildflowers swaying in the wind. With each step, slowly the ground beneath their feet began to glimmer. Out across the woodland floor, a tangle of shimmering streams spread, knotted, and writhed across the dark earth. The trees were whispering a secret language between themselves. After waking the trees from their slumber, drifted deeper into the thick woodland night, and only moonlight remained. Woodkid and Muntjac laid back against the old beech tree and returned to a deep and restful sleep.